So before I met Steve Lentini, I was a project manager at a large painting company in Peabody, Mass, and struggling to grow my book of business. I was able to maintain but not grow. Also had limited thoughts on what I could achieve and earn in the end. So just what I thought to be the extreme or the limits that were incorrect. I could not possibly do more than $1 million in a year in business, that type of scenario where, no one else in the company was doing it either. So I kind of had those limits of what was kind of put in front of me. So I met Steve through a Sandler class that we were taking that our company actually paid for us to each go to. First session, I thought he was crazy. Just, to really be that unconnected to the results. Yeah, it was a completely different thought process, approach to the reality that became, what it is today. So we were sitting in Starbucks one day, and he had me write down on a napkin of all funny things. Stories go with napkins, but I wrote down 100 grand because he had asked me how much I could make, and he's like, no, that's not enough. He was pushing. We just kind of pushed back and forth, and got me to the point where I was writing down a number that was 175, 200 grand. And running a team of project managers within that company. And at the end of that, he even pushed me even more. He's like, no, there's something else here. What do you want to, what is it? And it came down to, I wanted to be a CEO, run a business. And he forced me to spit it out, even though it was in there. That's when he finally said, okay, that's enough. I believe you now that is truly what you want to do. But when we came here, I'm like, well, what's the title? And he's like, well, be CEO and managing member. So it was just one of those like, there it is. And I didn't tell him what I wanted to be called. So it was pretty interesting. When I came to this company here, which is Noonan Brothers Painting, the owner of the business, this whole CEO concept was always like in the background. I was never labeled a CEO in a couple of different companies I worked for in the meantime since that napkin conversation. But when we came here, I'm like, well, what's the title? And he's like, well, be CEO and managing member. So it was just one of those like, there it is. And I didn't tell him what I wanted to be called. So it was pretty interesting. Thank you. I'm grateful. Yeah, I there's no way that I would be anywhere near where I am today without him, and that's for damn sure.